Today I am going to do a review on the Urban Decay 15th Anniversary Eyeshadow Collection. This retails for $55 and you can purchase this at urbandecay.com, Ulta stores, Sephora stores, and I'm not sure if they have Urban Decay counters. I don't think they do, but if they do, you can get them there. Anywhere where Urban Decay is sold. And this is a limited edition eyeshadow palette, and it comes with 15 eyeshadows celebrating Urban Decay's 15th year. And let me just show you how absolutely gorgeous this casing is. It's really cool. I haven't seen a palette design like this. And the top comes off completely, and inside there's a really big mirror, which I think I showed when I did the tutorial on the look I posted a couple days ago with this. And I absolutely love this mirror. I have to clean it because if you can see, there's like some fingerprints on it, but I really like it because you can see like your makeup and like the big view, easy to see everything. And I'm actually wearing today the colors from the palette, and it's so pretty. There's like scalloped edges, and it's very like kind of designer, and there's this jewel thing on the front that says UD for Urban Decay. And then you open, after you open it, you are left with this gorgeous case, so the mirror is obviously detachable. And these are the 15 eyeshadows. They're full size, they're just packaged differently like the Naked palette. So this is the Naked palette comparison sizes. I think they're the same size as the Naked palette ones, and these, so they're both full-sized. And the good thing about, well, not the good thing, the great thing about this palette is these are never before seen shades, and they only will come in this palette, I think. And this is limited edition, so you might not find these shades anywhere else, and you obviously won't because they're in this palette. This can also, I know that there's like a keepsake box under here, but I've never been able to get it out. I'm not exactly sure how to, but this actual physical casing can come out of the thing, and you can store things in the bottom of this. You might think $55 is a lot for this palette. The Naked palette was $44. I think it might be $48 now, but I got it for $44. And as you can see, I've used this a lot. Like, I think every single eyeshadow, you can see the pan, except for Sidecar, which has a dent in it, and so does Creep. But if you don't have the Naked palette and you're trying to decide which palette you should buy, since the 15th anniversary palette just came out, even though this is more money, you should buy this one if you do not have the Naked palette, because the Naked palette is permanent. It will always be, hopefully, crossing our fingers, it will always be in the Urban Decay eye makeup line, just like the primers, etc. This, however, is limited edition. I don't know how long they're going to keep this in their line as limited edition, but it's limited edition, so you should definitely pick this up. And I also love it because you get a really nice range of shades. So you get these really nice neutral shades on this side here. So you get the colorful shades, and then you have the darker shades. And this palette is absolutely gorgeous. I've been using this for like the past 2 weeks, and I can't get enough of it. It's probably one of my favorite palettes I own. The only thing, which is not so much of a problem because I do like shimmery shades, but the only matte shade in this palette is Blackout, which happens to be matte black. This palette is like a really great value for what it's worth. You get such pigmented eyeshadows. Urban Decay is known for the pigmented eyeshadows. I am a giant fan of Urban Decay. I love like all their products. So I was so excited to buy this, and it just is a really great palette to have because I can do a tutorial on this look if you want. I'm going to post a tutorial soon with doing like a more natural look or smokier look, whatever. I will figure it out. But I posted a look a couple days ago that was more colorful, and I created a more natural look with this. And that's what I really like. That's why a lot of people like the Naked palette too. The Naked palette is probably one of my favorite products that I own just because it's like the most gorgeous thing in the entire world, and I use it all the time. Urban Decay, this is like a really good value, and if you think about it, their eyeshadows are $18. I own 2 of their regular like round eyeshadows, and you're getting 15 for $55. I think if you do the math and you buy each one for 18, let's say, it's like over $250 or something. It's like $258 or something. So it's really good. It's like a quarter. You're paying like a quarter of what it could possibly cost, even less. So it's a really great thing. And these, like I said, are exclusive colors. There's actually 3 colors that are very similar to something that is actually in the Naked palette, which I'm a little bit surprised about, but they're a little bit different. The first one is Midnight 15. I think Midnight 15 is very, very, very similar to Sidecar, because they're both the more glittery shades in each palette. I also think that a mixture, if you mix Chase and Deeper together, these 2 colors together, you will get something very similar to Smog. Glittery Finger is this one, and then if you mix those 2 together, I think that's very similar. Also, a very similar one, which I think is more similar than the rest of them, is MIA, which I think is very similar to Dark Horse, except Dark Horse is just a tad darker. You can kind of see. I think they're pretty similar. So that's the only thing. If you do have the Naked palette, you'll get some similar colors in there, but they're still different, which can create different looks, and you can always mix them together and is perfect. I really recommend this palette. Actually, let me just swatch a couple of colors so you can see. I don't know why I didn't do that before. So let me swatch Chase. This is like 2 swipes. I went to Sephora today, so I have a lot of stuff on my hand. Look at that. That's crazy. Look at the pigmentation. I'm going to just I'll do one from each layer. Junk Show, which is one of my favorite colors because it's very unique. You don't usually see that in a palette every day. It reminds me of Woodstock a little bit. No primer, remember. I mean, that's really pigmented. Like, it has a little bit of a purpley blue shift to it. Half Truth. It's like an icy purpley gray. Sorry, you couldn't see me swatch that. Isn't that really pretty? It's so gorgeous. That would actually be a really nice look. A deep end. This color right here. Teal. Look at that. That is absolutely drop dead gorgeous. Like, those 4 colors right there are like quintessential in life. Like, if you're afraid of color, or if you don't really wear color that much, I actually have some color on my eyes today. If you can see, I have a little bit of that navy, and I have actually a little bit of Half Truth here, and it's very subtle. You can barely see it, and that's why I love working with color, because you can make it very subtle and kind of undetectable. But I mean, do you see the pigmentation in that? And actually, for a comparison, I'm going to swatch Sidecar from the Naked palette and Midnight Rodeo. And the first color that I'm going to put on is going to be Midnight Rodeo. So, as you can see, this is very glittery, extremely glittery. I'm going to swatch this right here. It's really gorgeous, though. It's kind of like a peachy, taupey, silvery, I don't even know. So that is Midnight 15. And then I'm going to swatch Sidecar. So that's it swatched. This is Midnight 15 and this is Sidecar, and I'm going to swatch this next to it. So Sidecar has a little bit of a more bronzy undertone. Midnight 15 is more of a silvery plum. You can see, let me just zoom in for you. So this is Midnight 15 and this is Sidecar. So they are obviously very, very, very similar, but they're different, which is interesting. Overall, I totally recommend this palette. I think everyone should get it because you're not going to find these colors anywhere else. I mean, maybe you can find dupes for them, but these are very unique colors. They glide on beautifully with no primer. These are so vibrant, they're so silky that you can create so many looks with them, and I really recommend it to anybody. This is a really great starter palette as well, I would say, because you get neutral shades. So if you really don't know how to work with bright shades, you get neutral shades. You get some dark shades, so you can start to learn how to like put colors into the crease and create smoky eyes, because this would make beautiful smoky eyes. And then you have the bright, colorful colors, and that will really help kind of branch you out into color, and you can learn how to use it. It won't be a waste, because you're gonna, if you don't use these colors, you're gonna stare at them every day and say, I will use you. I regret not using you today, but I will use you. And then eventually you're gonna use them because they're just so pretty. You can't like not look at them and not put them on, which is kind of what I'm doing now, because I'm like going through the palette like, what should I wear today? And then I see the colorful colors and I'm like, they're so pretty, I can't not use them, you know? So, yeah, I think that's it. I hope you found this review helpful. I definitely recommend that you buy this palette. I'll link it in the description box below, the Urban Decay website. And maybe the Ulta Sephora one, so if you can't find it anywhere, you can order it online. I hope you found this review helpful. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye!